This was sad. This was sad to me.
Okay, explain it. You kick it off.
I think this is I'm not. Well, let me say, he's a mad, wonderful man. He is so upset that Alabama lost. Like they wasn't even in contention because he thinks he's the greatest college football coach ever. And I think
He's a great CEO. That's what he does.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. He's a businessman. I see
No.
more. Go ahead.
Head football coach don't. They put people in place and they just guide the people
Right,
in
you
place.
right. You have the coordinators, you have those people, controlling teams. You have quarterback coaches. Like I said, I think he's a good leader. Like we'll say he's a good leader, but I think a lot of his dominance was because they're getting the best players, and after a while, you're not going to get the best players. Like it's going to be a shift. And I think he sees that shift coming. So he's like, you know what? My legacy is going to be affected. So let me go ahead and get out now. And I think he may try to come back. I think he wants to get some attention. He wants to, well, go ahead. How you feel? Because they've already replaced him with the Washington coach. I think that's what they replaced him with.
Brandon, me and Brandon never discussed this.
Nope.
Brandon had the same points I had. He's retiring because the competition is getting too great and he don't have the uneven playing field no more.
Right.
At one
point, you
point,
want to go to Alabama as a college kid if you could right now.
It don't make no difference. I will get paid no matter where I go.
There you go. Right. Right.
Before
we have fun somewhere else. I'm pretty sure they get a lot of perks at Alabama, but hey, now I can get paid somewhere else. I can have fun somewhere else. I can be with my friends. I can do a lot of different things. Like the players have more power and more options. But go ahead. And he just don't like it.
And Taylor, I'm gonna prove that point right here, not later on. But let me finish this thing. Damn, something took my mind away.
Well, you're just talking about Nick Saban and how we're on the same level as far as the thinking. Go ahead.
All right, Nick Saban, the NIL deal came in effect July 2021. Mm-hmm. This man immediately kicked Deion Sanders in the booty.
Right.
He said he paid what's the cornerback and wide receiver they got, the black guy?
Travis
Hunter.
Yeah, Travis
he paid Travis Hunter $2 million to go to Jackson State. No, Jackson State only got 2 quarters, but he paid he paid him $2 million to go to Jackson State, and now all these other schools could buy players.
Right.
For past 12 years, Alabama was the only school who could buy players.
Right. But he's a great coach. He don't need no players. He can win with whoever he got.
No, he can't. If you come here, you're going to the NFL. If you come here, so the high school players who play football, they said, I think I could go in the NFL. I'm going to Alabama. So he was getting the top classes for 13 damn years.
Right.
And not the most skilled players. He was getting the wide receivers are pretty good. Quarterback's been awful, but not the most skilled players. But he was getting the linemen, the big country.
That's the whole game, right?
That's
really the whole game of football. Offensive line and defensive line. If you can hold the line, or you can put pressure on the quarterback. You can
have Matt Jones looking good. Have Matt Jones. Colt McCoy looking good.
Right, and that's why I'm not ever so high on these quarterbacks that they have in college like that, because they have all the time in the world. They just back there looking around, throwing to whoever. But when you get in the NFL and it's some grown men and it's a real pressure because you're on a bad team with a bad offensive line, that's when you see the real stars in the NFL.
He started Alabama in 2007. On this, the first column is the games and these the wins. So he started off with 76. Now, if you look at the losses, 2 loss, 0 loss, 3 loss, 1 loss, 1 loss, 2 loss, 2 loss, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But guess what happened in the NIA deal, 2021? 2 losses. The next year, 2 losses. Hold on, this is a pattern. This year, 2 losses. And check this out. This year, I looked at the games that was kind of tight. Each one with a mark was kind of tight. How many do you count, Brandon?
I can't really see it. I'm just going with you.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 real tight games.
And how many points you saying tight? Like
a 7 points.
Oh wow!
Like it could be anybody's ball game,
right? And that's not usually Alabama football, where it's a nail biter. Like we can lose every game almost.
Yes, and you rarely see a blowout now. Now watch this.
That's when the playing field gets leveled. And like I said, he knows that. But go ahead, I'll let you finish.
2022. Look at this. Tight game. And you have a few blowouts. Now watch 2021. You see a lot of 40-point games.
Okay.
So they was more.
That's what. Yeah.
As the ball field got more competitive, even the playing field more even. This guy couldn't handle it and he quit.
Right.
And
that's exactly what it is too.
He's not you can't say he's a great coach. He had the best players every year for over a decade.
And he didn't do it like how normal people retire. Like it should have been taught. I mean, is he losing? He's not losing. He's not having a losing season. He's still winning, right? He's still like if you lose 2 games, I know that's not the same, but he didn't. We weren't talking about Nick Saban retiring at the beginning of the season because they still had a chance in the early season to be in the championship game. But
yeah, you're right.
The end, they knew they weren't going to do it, so he's like, shoot, it's only going to get worse from here on out. So I might as well just buy out now and do what I want to do.
Yeah, we wasn't talking about him, but he ain't putting the numbers like he used to put up there, Brandon.
He knows it. Yeah, he
ain't dominating.
Knows it too. Right. We usually talk about Nick Saban a lot. Who did we talk? We talked about Deion Sanders a lot this season. We talked about Jim Harbaugh a little bit with Michigan, but he's usually the focus of college football. Alabama is usually dominating the airwaves. That's all people really talking about. It wasn't like that this year. That's something new for him.
Or last year.
Yeah, for sure.
And it started rearing his head the year before that. He can't keep up. This is what scares people. This what they don't like from beautiful people. If the playing field gets level, people are afraid because beautiful people may step up and we may get some market share.
Yeah.
So you always got to keep it unlevel.
But if he's as great as he thinks he is, should he even worry about it? Should he feel insecure? Should he feel like he need to rush into retirement? No.
Yes. Yes, Brandon. Really... this is legacy.
I hear you, but if your legacy is really a legacy, you shouldn't have anything to worry about.
What happened to Jordan? What is Jordan's legacy?
Never losing in the finals.
Nah, Jordan's legacy is not making it to the playoffs the last 2 years. Getting whooped.
You think so?
The media took that out. You see, Jordan paid them people off. Hey, don't tell people about the Wizards.
So you don't think Nick Saban can do the same thing? Like, are we gonna remember Nick Saban the same way when we look back at college?
No, yes, Brandon, you're off. But we'll look at Nick Saban as when the playing field got level, Nick Saban was not dominant as he once was. When good players could go to all the teams, somehow Nick Saban could not blow out any more teams. So was Nick Saban a great coach and coached up players to be great? Or did Nick Saban receive the best players and coach them up to be great, but they was already great before they got there, already had the talent?